the beginning of the story, we are introduced to the female lead, whose name is Lin Hua. She has just started her college life, and today is an extremely important day for her. It is the first day of the new academic session, and the college has organized a grand opening ceremony to welcome the students. For Lin Hua, however, this day is special for another reason as well. She has secretly liked a boy named Han ever since their high school days. Even though she admired him for years, she never had the courage to talk to him back then. Now that both of them have been admitted to the same college, she believes this is her chance to finally confess her feelings. Her plan is bold. She intends to propose to him in front of everyone during the ceremony. Lin Hua walks into the college auditorium wearing a beautiful red dress. The large hall is filled with students and teachers who are gathered to attend the opening program. On the stage, Han, the male lead of the story, is performing on the piano as part of the ceremony. His performance is calm and elegant, and everyone in the audience watches him with admiration. When he finishes playing, the entire auditorium fills with loud applause. Right after his performance ends, Lin Hua walks onto the stage. The host of the event greets her warmly and hands her a microphone so she can say a few words to the audience. Lin Hua begins her speech with confidence, but while speaking she suddenly notices something unusual. Several decorative flags are hanging from the ceiling above the stage, and one of them appears to be loose. As she continues talking, she keeps glancing up at it because it looks like it might fall at any moment. Her suspicion soon proves correct. The loose flag begins to slip and slowly fall downward. Lin Hua becomes nervous because if it falls during the ceremony, it could create a huge mess in front of everyone. Thinking quickly, she removes one of her high heels and throws it upward in an attempt to stop the flag from dropping. Unfortunately, things do not go as planned. Her shoe hits the flag, but both the flag and the heel fly in another direction and accidentally strike the fire alarm system mounted nearby. As soon as the alarm is triggered, a loud siren begins ringing throughout the auditorium. Within seconds, the sprinkler system activates and water starts spraying everywhere. The sudden chaos causes panic among the audience. Students and staff quickly get up from their seats and rush toward the exits to avoid the water. In the middle of all this confusion, the flag and Lin Hua's heel fall down again and land directly on Han's head. With that, her carefully planned proposal completely fails before she even gets the chance to confess. Later, Lin Hua introduces herself to the audience through narration. She explains that she is an athlete who specializes in the javelin throw. She also admits that she has liked Han since their high school days, even though they never actually spoke to each other back then. Now that they are attending the same college, she sees it as a new opportunity to finally express her feelings. In the next scene, Lin Hua arrives in her classroom for the first time. However, instead of a normal first day, she finds that many of the students are already talking about the incident that happened during the ceremony. Everyone is discussing how she threw her shoe at the flag and accidentally set off the alarm. Hearing all these conversations makes her feel extremely embarrassed. Soon their teacher enters the classroom and begins explaining an upcoming event at the college. A large sports and music competition will soon be held, and the teacher encourages all students to participate in it. After making the announcement, the teacher calls Lin Hua and Han to the office. Since both of them are excellent students in their respective fields, Lin Hua in sports and Han in music, they are appointed as the class monitors. Lin Hua feels very happy about this decision because it means she will have a chance to work closely with Han. She also takes this opportunity to apologize to him for the embarrassing incident during the opening ceremony. Han listens quietly and accepts her apology. After this, preparations begin for the sports competition. The day of the event arrives, and many different games are organized for the students. The first activity is a game where participants must hop on one leg while trying to push their opponent off balance. Lin Hua's opponent happens to be a boy, which makes the challenge even harder for her. At first, she struggles to defeat him. She tries several times but cannot manage to make him fall. Gradually, she becomes tired and begins to lose confidence. At that moment, Han starts cheering for her from the side. Hearing his encouragement gives Lin Hua a burst of energy. Feeling motivated, she kicks her opponent strongly and finally manages to knock him down, winning the match. As the competition continues, their class performs very well in the events. By the end of the day, their class secures first place in the tournament, and everyone celebrates the victory happily. After the competition, the students plan to go out for dinner together. While Lin Hua is talking with her friends, she mentions that she feels very tired from all the activities. Her close friend Ming decides to give her a quick shoulder massage to help her relax. Han happens to be standing nearby and watches them for a moment before his own friends call him away. Later, Lin Hua excitedly tells Ming about the competition and how happy she felt when Han cheered for her. However, Ming reminds her that she missed a good chance to get closer to him. She also warns Lin Hua that Han is extremely popular among students, so winning his heart might not be easy. Hearing this makes Lin Hua feel a bit discouraged. At another moment, Han is walking across campus while listening to music through his earphones. Suddenly, a girl stops him and begins confessing her feelings to him. At the same time, Lin Hua arrives carrying a box and wants to ask Han for help with something, but when she sees him standing with another girl, she quietly turns away. Just then, Han takes the box from her hands and tells the girl that he could not hear what she was saying because he had his headphones on. The girl becomes embarrassed and leaves. Later, Lin Hua and Han walk together toward the teacher's office. Han asks her why their teacher called her earlier. Lin Hua explains that they have been asked to organize teams for the next day's competition. She says that as class monitor she plans to participate in several sports along with other students so she can support them. Hearing her words reminds Han of something someone once said to him years ago. After helping her with the task, Han prepares to leave, but Lin Hua suddenly stops him. She nervously says that she wants to stay with him. Realizing how that sounds, she quickly corrects herself and explains that she meant they should work together as monitors. The next day, another event begins, the tug-of-war competition. Lin Hua stands directly behind Han on the team. Wanting to impress him, she dramatically opens her hair before the match begins, which causes Han to look at her in confusion. During the game, both teams pull the rope with great strength. However, Lin Hua is more focused on Han than the game itself. While playing, she secretly tries to touch his elbow. At that exact moment, the opposing team suddenly lets go of the rope, causing Han's entire team to fall backward onto the ground. The next event is the three-leg race. Participants must tie one leg to their partner's leg and run together. Lin Hua is thrilled to discover that her partner is Han. As the race begins, she becomes so nervous that she struggles to even hold his hand. Han casually places his hand on her shoulder to support her, which makes her even more flustered. They begin running together but soon lose balance and fall halfway through the race. Determined not to lose, Lin Hua does something completely unexpected. She lifts Han onto her shoulder and runs toward the finish line with him. Han is completely confused by what is happening, and while he hangs upside down on her shoulder, a small box of his favorite candy falls to the ground. Lin Hua manages to win the race this way. Later, Han realizes that his candy box is missing and begins searching everywhere for it. The box is very precious to him because it once belonged to a close friend from his high school days. Lin Hua notices how important the box is to him, so she starts helping him search for it. After looking everywhere, she finally finds it inside a dustbin. She carefully cleans the box and returns it to Han. Seeing this makes Han extremely grateful. Later, Han begins wondering about Lin Hua because her actions remind him of his old friend named Yan. Curious, he asks her whether she has a brother. But Lin Hua tells him she is the only child in her family. That night, Han dreams about Lin Hua. The next morning, his friend wakes him up, and he becomes confused about why he keeps dreaming about the same person again and again. Unsure about his feelings, he even searches online for an explanation for repeatedly dreaming about someone. The next part of the story shows Han sitting at the piano once again. He is practicing in the auditorium for the upcoming music competition. Soon Lin Hua arrives there along with the other students who are going to participate in the musical performance. All the students gather together to rehearse their song. However, during the practice they struggle to sing in proper harmony. Some students sing too fast while others fall behind the rhythm, which makes the entire practice session messy and uncoordinated. Seeing their difficulty, Han calmly suggests that he will accompany them on the piano. He begins playing a steady melody so that everyone can follow the same rhythm. As soon as the music starts, the singers begin matching their voices with the piano. Gradually, the group finds their balance and the rehearsal becomes much smoother. With Han guiding them through the music, everyone finally manages to sing together perfectly. After the rehearsal ends, Lin Hua plans to go out for dinner with her friends because everyone is hungry after the long practice session. Just as she is about to leave, she receives a phone call from their teacher, Mr. Tao. He informs her that the costumes for the music competition have arrived and asks her to try them on together with Han to make sure they fit properly. Since the event is approaching quickly, he wants them to check the outfits immediately. Lin Hua decides to skip dinner so she can complete the task. She calls Han to inform him, but Han is currently eating in the cafeteria, so his friend answers the phone instead. Lin Hua hears that Han is busy and says she will try the costumes by herself first before hanging up the call. When Han's friend tells him that Linhua had called, Han quickly leaves his meal unfinished and heads toward the auditorium. Meanwhile, Linhua is already inside the costume room. She tries on one of the outfits and stands in front of the mirror. While looking at her reflection, she starts imitating Han in a playful way, copying his serious expressions and pretending to act like him. She laughs to herself while practicing these impressions. At the same time, Han arrives at the auditorium searching for her. There is a large mirror placed on the stage, but Linhua is nowhere to be seen. Han walks onto the stage and begins calling her name. Hearing his voice, Linhua quickly comes out from behind the stage curtain while still wearing the costume. When Han sees her, he suddenly stops and stares at her in surprise. Linhua runs toward him excitedly, but because her shoelaces are loose, she trips and begins to fall. Han quickly catches her before she hits the ground. However, the way she falls reminds him of someone from his past, and this memory makes him suddenly quiet and distant. After helping her stand up, he awkwardly tells her that he just remembered something important that he needs to do and leaves the auditorium without explaining further. Later, Linhua carefully collects all the costumes and places them neatly inside a storage room. As she is about to leave, she notices that rain has started falling outside. To protect the costumes from getting wet, she closes the window before leaving the room. Unfortunately, after she leaves, someone else comes into the room and opens the window again. Rainwater blows inside and falls onto a table where containers of paint are kept. The water causes the paint to spill over the white costumes, leaving large stains on them. The next morning, the students arrive to prepare for the competition and immediately notice the ruined costumes. Everyone becomes angry when they see the colorful stains. Since Linhua was the last person to handle the outfits, the other students assume that she must be responsible. They begin blaming her and scolding her harshly. Linhua tries to explain that she had closed the window before leaving, but no one believes her explanation. Feeling helpless, she finally accepts the blame and quietly takes the damaged costumes with her to find a solution. After she leaves, one of the girls admits to the group that she was actually the one who reopened the window. She says she did not realize that doing so would ruin the costumes. Hearing this, the others become angry at her for hiding the truth earlier. They regret accusing Linhua without knowing the full story. Meanwhile, Linhua goes from one laundry shop to another, asking if anyone can remove the paint stains from the costumes in time for the competition. Unfortunately, every shop owner tells her that cleaning so many heavily stained clothes in just one day is impossible. After walking around the city for hours, Linhua becomes extremely tired and thirsty. She sits outside one shop to rest and notices a little girl drinking a cold beverage nearby. Feeling very thirsty, Linhua politely asks the child if she could take a small sip. The girl immediately starts crying loudly. Just then Han appears nearby holding an ice cream for the child. He gives the ice cream to her to calm her down. Linhua is surprised to see him there. Han then asks her whether she managed to find any solution for the costumes. Linhua sadly tells him that none of the shops were able to help her. After hearing this, Han thinks for a moment and then asks her to follow him. He takes her to an open area where a large box filled with colorful paintballs is stored. Han suggests an unusual idea. Since they cannot clean the stains, they should transform the costumes entirely by adding more color to them. Soon the other team members arrive there as well. Everyone begins throwing colors at each other while wearing the costumes. Instead of plain white outfits, the clothes become beautifully decorated with bright splashes of color. The students have a lot of fun during this activity. At the same time, they apologize to Linhua because they had wrongly accused her earlier. By the end of the day, the once ruined costumes have been turned into unique and vibrant outfits. The next day, the music competition finally takes place. All the participants perform confidently and the event goes very well. During the performance, Linhua receives a call from someone named Yun. This name is important because Yun was the same friend from Han's high school days whom he has been searching for. Later, Han looks at a photo of Linhua on his phone and feels that her face seems strangely familiar. One of his friends then tells him about a new gym that has recently opened nearby and mentions that the membership is currently discounted. Although the other friends refuse to join, they give Han a membership card. When Han looks at the card, he becomes shocked. The name of the gym is Yun Gym. Seeing that name immediately reminds him of his old high school friend Yun, who used to help him whenever he was in trouble. Han begins to believe that this might be his chance to finally find that lost friend again. At the same time, Lin Hua and her friend Ming visit this gym. It is revealed that Yun was actually Lin Hua's closest friend during high school. Back then they were so close that they even had the same hairstyle. Yun had once given Lin Hua his jacket with his name written on the back. A flashback then shows an incident from their school days. Lin Hua once went to the boys' locker room to retrieve something that belonged to Yun. Because her haircut looked like a boy's hairstyle, many students mistook her for a boy. Inside the locker room, she saw Han being bullied by some boys. They were throwing his belongings around and threatening to hit him. Lin Hua immediately stepped in and kicked the bullies away, saving Han. At that time she was wearing Yun's jacket, so Han believed that she was Yun. Lin Hua quickly pulled Han away from the bullies and ran with him until they found a quiet room where they could hide. Inside the room there was also a piano. Since Han loved playing the piano, he began playing a melody while they waited for the bullies to leave. Lin Hua listened to him play and felt deeply impressed by his talent. During those days, Han believed that Yun was a boy because of Lin Hua's short hair and boyish clothing. When he mentioned that he loved playing the piano but his father did not allow him to pursue music, Lin Hua secretly arranged for him to have access to the school's piano room. She even gave him a key so he could practice whenever he wanted. Han was confused about why this person was being so kind to him. Lin Hua simply told him that friends should always help each other. Later, Han saw Lin Hua playing sports with Ming and assumed that Ming was Yun's girlfriend. One day, Lin Hua gave Han the key to the piano room along with a small candy before leaving with her friends. Years later in the present, Han meets Lin Hua again as an adult. She now has long hair and introduces herself properly. However, something about her appearance reminds him strongly of Yun, the friend he once knew. Lin Hua knows that she is the same person he remembers, but she chooses not to reveal the truth yet. The memories continue to show how their friendship slowly grew stronger in high school. Lin Hua admired Han's piano playing and often listened quietly while he practiced. At one point, she even praised a very difficult song he performed and claimed she had once seen the composer play it. Later, she discovered that the composer had died long ago, which made her feel embarrassed about her lie. Another memory shows Lin Hua planning a surprise birthday celebration for Han. With Ming's help, she decorated the school rooftop and prepared a cake for him despite the bad weather warnings. When Han received the map leading to the rooftop, he was interrupted by a phone call from his father, who scolded him harshly for wanting to study music. Upset after the argument, Han eventually followed the map to the rooftop. By that time, the rain had ruined most of the decorations. However, he found Lin Hua hiding under a table protecting the cake from the rain. She lit the candles and sang a birthday song for him. Seeing her shivering in the cold rain, Han gave her his scarf and asked why she cared so much about him. Lin Hua gathered her courage and almost confessed her feelings, but at that moment lightning flashed in the sky and she instinctively hugged him tightly. Because Han still believed she was a boy, the sudden hug shocked him. Feeling confused and uncomfortable, he pushed her away and left before she could explain anything. Back in the present, Lin Hua goes out with her friends and drinks a little too much despite Ming's warnings. While wandering through the campus, she finds Han playing the piano alone in a hall. Feeling emotional and intoxicated, she runs toward him, and in that unexpected moment, she suddenly kisses him. The following day, Lin Hua excitedly tells her best friend Ming about the unexpected kiss that happened the night before. She feels both nervous and thrilled while recalling the moment. Ming listens carefully as Lin Hua describes everything, teasing her but also showing curiosity about what might happen next between her and Han. At the same time, Han is sitting alone in his room, quietly thinking about the same incident. He cannot stop replaying the moment in his mind. The kiss has left him confused and thoughtful, and he begins remembering many events from the past that are connected to Lin Hua. Through a series of memories, we learn what happened years ago when Han and Lin Hua were still in high school. One day, Han's father suddenly informed him that he had changed his mind and would allow Han to attend a music university. However, this also meant that the family would soon move to Beijing. The news came as a shock to Han because it meant leaving everything behind. At the same time, Lin Hua received important news from her teacher. Because she was talented in sports, she had been given the opportunity to participate in a special javelin competition that could help her enter a good university. The competition was scheduled for Sunday morning, which made the situation complicated. Both Han and Lin Hua had already promised each other that they would meet in the school's piano room that Sunday. Han still wanted to keep that promise. On the day of departure, he asked his father to wait for him at the airport while he quickly ran back to the school to meet Lin Hua. Lin Hua also rushed to the piano room, excited to see him. However, when she arrived, the room was empty. She waited for a long time, hoping he would come soon. During this time, her teacher kept calling her, reminding her about the competition she needed to attend. Eventually, she had no choice but to leave. While leaving in a hurry, she accidentally dropped the small candy box she had brought with her. A few moments later, Han finally arrived at the piano room. Unfortunately, he was too late. The only thing he found there was the candy box lying on the floor. Realizing that Lin Hua had already left, he felt extremely disappointed and regretful. Later, Han decided to enroll in the university that Lin Hua had once mentioned. He hoped that maybe he would meet Yun there again, since he still believed Yun was his mysterious high school friend. However, when he searched the list of new students, he could not find Yun's name anywhere, which left him feeling sad and confused. Back in the present day, Han finally begins to understand the truth. He realizes that Lin Hua and Yun are actually the same person. At first he feels shocked, but soon he becomes relieved and happy. During high school, he had unknowingly developed feelings for Yun, but because he believed Yun was a boy, those feelings had confused him deeply. Now that he knows the truth, everything finally makes sense. Later, Lin Hua meets Han again but feels extremely embarrassed about the kiss. Han pretends as if nothing unusual happened, which makes Lin Hua think she may have imagined the moment because she was drunk. However, when Han casually mentions that she should avoid drinking too much alcohol, she realizes that he does remember the kiss. This realization makes her feel even more embarrassed. Soon afterward, a representative from a driving school approaches them with a promotional offer for students. Han decides to join the driving course, and Lin Hua quickly agrees as well because she sees it as another opportunity to spend time with him. At the driving school, Han performs very well during his first lesson because his father had already taught him how to drive before. Lin Hua, however, struggles badly with driving. Her nervousness makes it difficult for her to control the car properly. The instructor quickly becomes irritated and tells Han to teach her himself before walking away. Han patiently begins helping Lin Hua learn how to drive. While practicing together, the two of them spend more time talking and laughing, slowly becoming closer. The next day, Han suggests practicing again using his father's car. During their drive, Lin Hua even feeds Han some snacks and wipes his mouth when he spills food, which creates a slightly awkward but sweet moment between them. Suddenly, a dog runs across the road, forcing Han to brake quickly. The sudden movement causes the car to lose control and one of the tires gets punctured. Since they are in a remote area with no phone signal, they start walking around to look for help. After wandering for a while, they become exhausted. Just as rain begins to fall, they find shelter at a small house belonging to an elderly woman. The kind old lady invites them inside and gives them food. When Han tries asking her about a nearby repair shop, they realize that she has serious hearing problems and cannot understand them properly. Misunderstanding their relationship, the woman assumes that they are a couple and kindly offers them a room to stay overnight. Lin Hua and Han try explaining that they are not a couple, but since the woman cannot hear them clearly, they eventually give up and accept the offer. Lin Hua prepares hot water so Han can take a bath. Later, when Han returns wearing some unusual clothes the old woman provided, Lin Hua cannot stop laughing at how strange he looks. That night, they lie awkwardly next to each other in the same room, both trying to fall asleep. After some time, Lin Hua wakes up with stomach pain and goes to the bathroom. However, when she tries to return, she gets lost in the darkness. Han notices that she has not come back and goes outside to search for her. When they finally meet, Lin Hua admits that she heard strange sounds in the forest and became frightened. She instinctively holds Han's hand as they walk back together. While walking, they notice a glowing firefly floating nearby. Curious, they follow it and soon reach a small clearing filled with dozens of fireflies lighting up the night. The magical scene makes both of them feel peaceful and happy. Lin Hua excitedly tries to catch the glowing insects while laughing like a child. At one point, she reaches toward Han's head because a firefly lands there, but it flies away before she can catch it. As Lin Hua continues enjoying the beautiful moment, Han quietly watches her. He begins thinking that their reunion cannot simply be a coincidence. It feels as if something deeper has brought them back into each other's lives. The next day they return to campus. Unfortunately, Lin Hua catches a cold after getting wet in the rain. Ming asks her many questions about the previous night, but Lin Hua stays quiet. Soon she remembers that she has a class with Han and rushes to get ready despite sneezing repeatedly. On her way, a boy named Zhou accidentally gets his bag tangled in her hair. They both struggle to untangle it while hurrying to class. Eventually, they walk to class together. Zhou sits behind her and carefully frees her hair, but when the strands finally come loose, Lin Hua screams loudly, embarrassing herself in front of everyone. Feeling awkward, she quickly leaves the room and forgets her ID card behind. Zhou later picks up the ID card. Meanwhile, Lin Hua arrives late to her class where the teacher has already marked her absent and assigned group projects consisting of 4 students each. When Lin Hua finally enters the classroom, the teacher scolds her for being late. All the groups are already full except Han's group, which still has 1 empty spot. Han invites her to join his team, making Lin Hua extremely happy. After class, she realizes she has lost her ID card. Since she has no money with her, she borrows Han's card to buy food. Han also notices that she has caught a cold, so he buys healthy food for her instead of the snacks she actually wanted. Later, they meet in the library to study together. Lin Hua pretends to focus on studying while secretly watching Han and admiring how handsome he looks. Han patiently explains concepts related to classical music for their project. For part of their assignment, Han invites Lin Hua to watch a piano-themed movie with him. While sitting in the cinema, Lin Hua remembers how she once tried to watch the same movie during high school just because Han liked it, but she had accidentally bought tickets for the wrong film. Now she finally gets to watch it beside him. During the movie, their hands accidentally touch when people pass by their seats. Lin Hua nervously tries to hold his hand but quickly pulls away. After the movie, Han tells his friend that the film was excellent, but when asked about the story, he cannot explain anything because he spent most of the time watching Lin Hua instead of the screen. Meanwhile, Zhou appears again in the story. He works as a photographer and is quite famous on social media. One day, while shooting wedding photos, a model suddenly kisses him. When she later asks to meet again, he simply replies, "Never," showing his carefree personality. Zhou continues looking at Lin Hua's ID card and smiling. Later, Lin Hua meets Ming at an art gallery. Ming talks about wanting to thank a boy who once helped her. Lin Hua jokingly asks if Ming has fallen in love, but Ming quickly denies it. Suddenly, Lin Hua remembers she has another class with Han and rushes away. While running, she bumps into someone, causing a thread from her skirt to get pulled. As she continues walking, the thread keeps unraveling until her skirt begins coming apart. When she enters the elevator, she notices that the skirt is half open and feels extremely embarrassed. Just then Zhou appears and cleverly wraps the loose threads around himself to fix the situation, leaving Lin Hua feeling more embarrassed than ever. Later, when she reaches class wearing a shirt tied around her waist to cover the damage, Han notices something strange but does not ask. After class, Zhou returns Lin Hua's ID card. She finally recognizes him as the boy she encountered earlier. Zhou jokingly says that she should thank him properly by having lunch with him. At the cafeteria, everyone stares because Zhou is extremely handsome and popular. While Lin Hua is eating, she casually removes a grain of rice from Zhou's face. At that exact moment, Han walks in and sees them together. Hearing other students assume that Lin Hua might be Zhou's girlfriend makes Han feel unexpectedly jealous. This feeling confuses him even more. Later, Lin Hua struggles with her English homework until Han messages her and asks her to meet in the library. He helps her study and realizes that her English skills are quite weak. That night, Han tries to confess his feelings through text messages but keeps deleting them. Eventually, he decides to write his confession on a piece of paper and secretly hide it inside an English practice book that he gives to Lin Hua. Lin Hua happily accepts the book, believing it to be a special gift from him. However, she later discovers that the same book was actually given to every student in the class. Because she wants to keep Han's gift safe, she places the book carefully on her shelf and studies from another copy instead. As a result, she never sees the hidden confession note. Later, when Han asks about the note in the book, Lin Hua pretends she read everything because she thinks he is talking about the homework exercises. She says that the notes inside were not very good. Han misunderstands this completely and believes she has rejected his confession. Feeling heartbroken, he leaves without explaining anything. This misunderstanding causes tension between them and leads to many complicated emotions in the days that follow. After the group photographs are completed, Zhou asks Lin Hua to stay for a moment so he can take several individual pictures of her. For the photo shoot, she is asked to sit on a chair while holding a book, giving the pictures a calm and thoughtful style. Zhou carefully adjusts the angle of the camera and begins capturing her expressions. While he is taking the photos, Lin Hua suddenly notices that Han has arrived at the location. As soon as she sees him, she immediately stands up and walks toward him with excitement. Zhou notices this and follows behind her. However, the moment Han sees Lin Hua approaching together with Zhou, his mood instantly changes. He looks annoyed and distant. Without showing any enthusiasm, Han tells Zhou to hurry up and finish taking his photographs because he claims he has somewhere important to go afterward. Lin Hua cannot understand why Han suddenly looks so upset. From her perspective, nothing unusual has happened, yet his behavior clearly shows irritation. Soon it is Han's turn to have his individual photographs taken. Zhou prepares the camera and asks him to pose properly, but Han refuses to cooperate. He does not look toward the camera and barely shows any expression on his face. Zhou tries to guide him, explaining that if he continues acting like that it will be impossible to capture a good photograph. Han coldly replies that Zhou is the photographer, so solving that problem is Zhou's responsibility, not his. The tension between them becomes obvious to everyone present. Just as the final photos are about to be taken, dark clouds gather and it suddenly begins to rain. The rain becomes heavy very quickly, forcing everyone to move inside the nearby hall for shelter. Since the weather has turned gloomy and they cannot continue the photo shoot outside, one of the girls suggests passing the time by telling horror stories. The idea sounds fun to the group, so everyone gathers in a circle to listen. Han initially tries to leave because he does not seem interested, but Zhou calls out to him and jokingly asks whether he is afraid of horror stories. Hearing this challenge, Han changes his mind and sits down between Lin Hua and Zhou. One of the boys begins telling a spooky story about mysterious events that supposedly happened on the campus. As the story grows more intense, everyone becomes nervous. Suddenly, the storyteller adds a loud and unexpected moment meant to scare the listeners. Lin Hua gets frightened and instinctively moves backward. Unfortunately, her foot accidentally hits a camera stand behind her, causing it to wobble dangerously. She almost falls and could have been seriously hurt, but Han quickly reacts and catches her before anything worse happens. Although he saves her from injury, Han ends up scraping his hand on the metal stand during the process. Lin Hua immediately notices the scratch and becomes extremely worried. She insists that he should go to the infirmary upstairs so the wound can be cleaned and bandaged. Han tries to dismiss it, saying that it is only a small scratch and nothing serious. Zhou also agrees, saying the injury looks minor. However, after hearing Zhou say this, Han suddenly pretends that the pain is much worse than it actually is. Because of this, Lin Hua becomes even more concerned and almost drags him upstairs to the infirmary to treat the wound properly. While carefully applying the bandage to his hand, Lin Hua begins asking questions that have been troubling her. She asks why he has decided to change his dormitory room. She wonders whether he dislikes living on campus or if he simply wants to avoid seeing her. Han quickly denies that idea. He explains that it has nothing to do with her and that he only wants to move because practicing piano inside the dormitory might disturb other students. According to him, moving somewhere else would allow him to practice more freely. While they are talking, Zhou enters the room and tells Lin Hua that the rain has stopped. He suggests that everyone should go outside again to continue the photo shoot. Just as Lin Hua prepares to leave with Zhou, Han suddenly grabs her hand and stops her. The unexpected action shocks her and she asks what happened. However, when Han notices Zhou watching them, he says nothing more. Feeling awkward, Lin Hua eventually leaves with Zhou without getting an explanation. The following day, Lin Hua meets her friend Ming. They plan to visit Zhou in order to select the best photos from the shoot. Since Ming is also interested in photography and has good knowledge about it, Lin Hua invites her along for advice. While they are waiting, Lin Hua suddenly receives a phone call from Han. He asks if she can come with him to look at some apartments because he is planning to move out of the dormitory. Linhua becomes extremely happy when she hears this invitation because it means she can spend time with him. Unfortunately, it also means she must cancel her plan with Zhou. She asks Ming if she could go in her place to help choose the photographs, and Ming agrees without hesitation. Because Ming has never met Zhou before, Linhua gives her a brief description. She tells her that Zhou is a tall and handsome guy with long hair. After explaining this, Linhua quickly leaves with Han to search for apartments. A little later, Zhou arrives at the meeting place and sees Ming waiting alone. Curious, he asks whom she's waiting for. Ming replies that she's waiting for Zhou, describing him as a tall and handsome man. Zhou then removes his helmet and jokingly asks whether he looks handsome enough to match that description. Ming immediately realizes that he must be Zhou. After confirming that she is Linhua's friend, Zhou invites her to sit on his motorcycle and takes her to his photography studio. When Ming sees the studio, she is amazed. The place is filled with professional equipment and beautifully arranged sets. She compliments Zhou on how impressive everything looks. During their conversation, Zhou observes her closely, especially her eyes. Ming becomes slightly uncomfortable and asks why he is staring at her like that. Zhou explains that he is checking whether her eyes have fully recovered and warns her not to secretly enter the darkroom again. Hearing this comment shocks Ming. She suddenly realizes that Zhou was the mysterious person who helped her previously when she had trouble in the studio. Zhou confirms that it was indeed him. Ming secretly feels happy because she had been curious about that helpful stranger for a long time, and now she discovers that he is also quite handsome. Meanwhile, Han and Linhua spend the day visiting different apartments. After a long search, they finally find one that seems comfortable and suitable. Linhua worries that the rent might be too expensive, but Han agrees to take the apartment anyway because he notices how much she likes it. Later, Ming and Zhou finish reviewing the photographs together. Ming is very impressed by Zhou's skills and compliments the beautiful pictures he has taken. Zhou tells her that if she ever wants to learn more about photography or needs help, she can always come to him. The next day, Linhua helps Han move his belongings into the new apartment. After they finish carrying everything inside, she notices that he injured his knee slightly during their apartment search earlier. She makes him sit down on a chair and folds his pant leg so she can carefully apply medicine to the wound. When she is about to leave, Linhua gives him a small white teddy bear puppet as a gift. Later, she meets Ming and shows her a similar brown puppet. She explains that the two toys are meant to be a couple set and she gave the matching one to Han. Ming laughs and tells Linhua that if she truly wants to impress Han, she might need to change her style. According to Ming, she should dress more elegantly and behave in a more traditionally feminine way. These words make Linhua start thinking seriously about changing herself. Soon she is seen wandering through a shopping mall, observing how other girls dress and behave. She awkwardly tries copying their mannerisms, hoping to appear more graceful. At that moment, Zhou happens to see her and asks what she is doing. After understanding her intention, he gently explains that forcing herself to act differently will not truly change who she is. Instead, Zhou invites her to his studio. There he helps her wear a beautiful white dress and takes many photographs of her. The results are stunning, capturing a side of Linhua that even she did not know she possessed. Later, Han is sitting in his apartment looking through his phone when he notices that someone has shared those photos online. People in the group chat are praising the photographer, saying that only Zhou could capture such amazing pictures. Some even comment that Linhua looks surprisingly feminine and beautiful in the images. Reading these messages makes Han feel strangely uncomfortable and upset. The following day, Linhua arrives at college wearing the same white dress from the photoshoot. Everyone around her is surprised by her new appearance. She immediately walks up to Han and asks what he thinks about the way she looks and whether he saw the pictures. Han admits that he saw them, but instead of complimenting her, he bluntly says that the dress does not suit her at all. His harsh words deeply disappoint Linhua and she quietly walks away to sit alone. Later, Zhou finds her sitting sadly and asks what happened. To cheer her up, he invites her to play a game of snooker. After spending some time playing, Linhua's mood gradually improves. During their conversation, Zhou asks why she likes Han so much. Linhua honestly replies that she cannot explain the reason. She simply likes him without any specific cause. Zhou points out that even after Han hurt her feelings, she still continues to like him. Then Zhou jokingly suggests that perhaps she should start liking someone else instead. When Lin Hua asks who that person should be, Zhou smiles and says she could try liking him instead. Lin Hua stares at him in complete surprise. Zhou quickly adds that she does not need to answer immediately and can take as much time as she wants to think about it. Meanwhile, Han attends an audition for an important piano competition. Unfortunately, his mind is filled with thoughts about Lin Hua and Zhou. Because of his jealousy and frustration, he cannot concentrate on the music. His performance becomes messy and lacks emotion. The judges listening to him are extremely disappointed. Some even comment that it sounds as if he does not know how to play the piano properly. After he finishes, they criticize him harshly. Embarrassed and frustrated, Han leaves the room immediately. Mr. Tao tries to request another chance for Han, but the judges refuse to reconsider. When the news spreads that Han was not selected for the competition, the rest of the students become very sad because his failure may prevent their group from participating in the event altogether. After Han's failed audition and the tension that followed, he and his friends return to the music hall where they usually practice together. However, when they arrive, they discover something unexpected. The room has been taken over by a loud rock band that is already rehearsing there. Han's group is shocked to see strangers occupying the space that once belonged to them. Han's friends immediately become angry and begin arguing with the rock musicians. The argument quickly escalates, and before anyone can calm the situation, a physical fight breaks out between the two groups. Unfortunately, Han's team ends up suffering the worst of the injuries. Most of them leave the scene bruised and exhausted after the chaotic confrontation. Meanwhile, Lin Hua is in her room sketching clothing designs when her thoughts drift back to what Zhou told her the previous evening. She keeps replaying his words in her mind and wonders if he had only been joking. In her opinion, Zhou is handsome, confident, and popular, so she cannot understand why someone like him would seriously like a girl like her. While she is still thinking about this, Zhou suddenly arrives outside on his motorcycle. The loud sound of the engine attracts attention, and several of Lin Hua's friends look out the window in surprise. They cannot believe that someone like Zhou has come to see her. He waves toward the building and Lin Hua goes downstairs to meet him. When they finally talk, Zhou asks her directly whether she has thought about the question he asked earlier. Lin Hua replies that she assumed he had been joking. However, Zhou calmly explains that he was completely serious. Before Lin Hua can respond properly, her phone rings. It is Ming calling to inform her that Han has been involved in a fight and that he might be hurt. The moment Lin Hua hears this, she becomes worried and starts rushing toward the place where Han is being treated. Zhou quickly stops her and offers to take her there on his motorcycle so she can reach faster. Lin Hua accepts because she is anxious about Han's condition. When they arrive at the clinic, Lin Hua sees several of Han's friends sitting around with visible injuries. Some have bandages on their arms and faces. Just then, Han comes out of the doctor's room. Luckily, his injuries are minor. However, when he sees Lin Hua standing there with Zhou, his expression darkens with irritation. Without saying much, Han turns around and begins walking away. Zhou tries to stop him and explains that Lin Hua came especially because she was worried about him. Han coldly replies that if she truly came to see him, then Zhou should not be with her. After saying this, he leaves the clinic in anger. Later that evening, Lin Hua decides to prepare soup for Han, hoping it might help calm him down. Along with the soup, she sends him a small teddy bear that contains a recorded voice message. At first, she struggles to find the right words to say. She wonders why Han is so angry and why he got into a fight in the first place. Eventually, instead of explaining everything, she begins softly singing a song she once learned at school and records it inside the toy. When Han visits the practice room the next day, he sees his friends packing their instruments and belongings. Their teacher has officially given the room to the rock band, leaving Han's group without a place to rehearse. Seeing this, Han quietly walks away without saying much. Later, when he returns home, he notices the gift from Lin Hua. Curious, he listens to the message recorded in the teddy bear. As he hears her voice singing gently, his serious expression slowly turns into a smile. Not long afterward, Lin Hua receives a bouquet of flowers delivered with a note asking her to come to a particular location. The sender's name is not written. Lin Hua immediately assumes that Han must have sent the bouquet as a way of thanking her for the soup and the message. Feeling excited and hopeful, she goes to the location exactly at the time mentioned in the note. However, when she arrives there, the person waiting for her is not Han but Zhou. She looks confused and asks why he asked her to come. Zoe explains that it is his birthday and that he has nobody else to celebrate with, wanting to spend the day with someone special. He invited her. Zoe first takes Lin Hua to ride horses. At first she feels nervous, but soon she begins enjoying the experience. Later they go to a restaurant and share a meal together. After dinner, Zoe takes her to a large Ferris wheel. While sitting in the slowly moving cabin, Lin Hua checks her phone and searches online. To her surprise, she discovers that it is not actually Zoe's birthday. Realizing that he lied, she asks him why he made up that story. Zoe calmly admits that he did it simply because he wanted to spend time with her. Lin Hua honestly tells him that she already likes someone else. Zoe steps closer and looks at her seriously. He says that even if Han is important to her, the reality is that at that moment she is sitting beside him on the Ferris wheel. His words leave Lin Hua unsure how to respond. Meanwhile, Ming receives an exciting message informing her that she has been selected as an assistant at Zoe's photography studio. She feels thrilled by the opportunity. When Ming arrives at the studio the next day, the previous assistant gives her a tour of the place and explains how everything works. At the same time, Lin Hua discovers that Zoe has uploaded photos of her in her school uniform on social media. She feels shocked and slightly embarrassed seeing those pictures online. Just then she encounters Han and quickly tries to hide the photos on her phone. They sit together in the cafeteria to have lunch. Han thanks her sincerely for the soup she prepared earlier. Lin Hua takes this chance to ask why he got into a fight that day. Han finally explains that their practice hall had been given to the rock band, which caused the argument. At another moment, Ming finishes her work at the studio and locks the door before leaving. However, as she walks away, she notices that the door is open again even though she had just locked it. Thinking that a thief may have entered, she quietly walks back inside. Instead of a thief, she sees Zoe standing close to a girl and hugging her. Ming feels awkward witnessing this moment, so she quietly leaves without saying anything. Later she stands alone in the studio thinking about what she saw. She begins wondering why Zoe, who seems to flirt with many different girls, is so interested in Lin Hua. When Zoe arrives, he casually asks her where Lin Hua is. Ming directly tells him that he already knows Lin Hua likes Han, so she cannot understand why Zoe keeps chasing her. Zoe simply replies that it does not matter to him who Lin Hua likes. Soon afterward, Lin Hua receives a message from Zoe asking her to come for another photo shoot. Ming strongly advises her to stay away from Zoe and focus only on Han. Later, Lin Hua attends her class and sends a message to Han asking if he would like to go to a music concert with her. After class, Han loudly tells her to meet him outside. Together, they go to watch the concert. At first, Lin Hua feels excited to experience the classical music performance with him. However, after a while, the calm music makes her sleepy and she accidentally falls asleep during the concert. Meanwhile, Zoe is waiting for Lin Hua to join him for the photo shoot. Instead, Ming arrives and explains that she is practicing photography and came in Lin Hua's place. Zoe accepts this and takes her to a traditional market where he plans to photograph the surroundings. He explains that the market will soon disappear, so he wants to capture its atmosphere before it is gone. While walking through the market, Ming notices an elderly man struggling and tries to help him. Zoe stops her and comments that in the world everyone is responsible for their own situation. His cold remark makes Ming think that Zoe is somewhat hypocritical. After the concert ends, Han and Lin Hua walk outside together. Han tells her that she fell asleep almost as soon as the music started. Lin Hua laughs and suggests they visit a lively club instead. When they arrive, Han notices that the musicians there are not singing in tune. His blunt comment annoys some people nearby, and a misunderstanding almost leads to another fight. Before things get worse, Han and Lin Hua quickly escape. After running away from the club, Han asks Lin Hua where they should go next. She suggests going to his apartment. At the same time, Zoe and Ming are heading home after finishing their work. Zoe buys some strawberries from a street seller and even helps the vendor a little. As they walk, he places his cap gently on Ming's head to protect her from the cold wind. Ming begins to feel that Zoe might not be as bad as she originally thought, though his personality still confuses her. Meanwhile, Han and Lin Hua arrive at his apartment and begin playing games together. After playing for a long time, Han notices that Lin Hua has fallen asleep while holding her phone. A soft song is playing from the device. Han listens quietly to the music and finds that he likes the melody. Early the next morning, Han goes to meet Mr. Tao. There he learns some surprising news. Mr. Tao has managed to convince the organizers to give Han and his group another chance to participate in the music competition. At the same time, Lin Hua wakes up in Han's apartment. Han has prepared breakfast for her. Even though she does not enjoy the taste very much, she politely eats everything. Unfortunately, the meal later upsets her stomach. Her sports teacher soon reminds her that an important javelin competition is approaching and that she must begin serious practice again. Meanwhile, Han tells his friends that they have received another opportunity to join the competition. Everyone becomes excited, but they still face a problem because they no longer have a rehearsal space. Han decides to visit Yun's gym and asks for help. Yun kindly agrees, allowing them to move their musical instruments there so they can practice. When Ming tells Lin Hua that Han is now practicing at Yun's gym, Lin Hua immediately goes there after classes to see him. One evening after practice, Han walks to the sports field and finds Lin Hua still training alone under the bright stadium lights. She repeatedly throws the javelin with intense focus. When she notices him, she admits that she feels extremely nervous about her upcoming competition and is afraid of disappointing everyone. Han gently reminds her of something she once told him in the past, that competitions are not only about winning but about enjoying the experience. He tells her that javelin is something she loves, not a burden she should fear. If she keeps worrying about failure, she will forget the joy that made her love the sport in the first place. His words slowly calm her heart. Feeling reassured by his support, Lin Hua smiles again. After their conversation, both of them quietly return to their own practice, encouraged by the presence of each other. A few days later, an important moment arrives for both Han and Lin Hua. By coincidence, the day of Han's music competition is scheduled at the same time as the final round of Lin Hua's javelin tournament. Both of them are preparing for events that could determine their future, and although they are in different places, they carry each other's encouragement in their hearts. Before stepping onto the stage, Han quietly unwraps a small piece of candy that Lin Hua had given him earlier as a symbol of good luck. Remembering her support helps calm his nerves. When the performance begins, the audience initially reacts with polite but restrained interest. The music seems ordinary at first, and some listeners are unsure what to expect. Gradually, however, the instruments begin to blend together beautifully. The rhythm grows stronger, the melodies become more expressive, and the harmony fills the hall with powerful emotion. By the time the performance reaches its climax, the atmosphere in the room has completely changed. When the final note fades, the audience erupts into loud applause, clearly impressed by the group's performance. At the same time, Lin Hua is competing in the final round of her javelin event. She focuses on controlling her breathing and steadying her movements. When it is her turn, she runs forward with determination and releases the javelin with perfect timing. The spear cuts cleanly through the air, traveling far beyond the other competitors' throws. The crowd reacts with excitement as the javelin lands well past the winning mark. Her effort secures the gold medal, marking a huge achievement for her. After the competition ends, Lin Hua makes her way to the music hall where Han's event has just concluded. When she arrives, she notices that the hall is quiet now. Han is sitting alone at the piano, gently playing a soft melody. Lin Hua quietly climbs onto the stage and sits nearby without interrupting him. She listens in silence, enjoying the peaceful moment. Not far away stands a new student named Mei. She is confident, elegant, and quickly attracts attention from the other members of the music club. She speaks easily with everyone and praises their performance enthusiastically. When Han approaches, Mei greets him warmly and even takes his hand while talking. Watching this moment from the stage causes a small pain in Lin Hua's heart. It reminds her of many times in high school when she had seen Han and Mei together. Later that evening, during a celebration organized by the club, Mei begins sharing stories about her childhood with Han. She describes how they used to play the piano together and how close they once were. She speaks loudly and proudly, clearly enjoying the attention of the people around her. Han, however, seems only mildly interested in these memories. Instead of staying beside Mei, he eventually walks away and chooses a seat next to Lin Hua. When their eyes meet, they exchange a quiet smile. Compared to Mei's energetic storytelling, the silent understanding between Han and Lin Hua feels much deeper, like a soft melody that continues to linger even after the music has stopped. Later, Lin Hua sits in a restaurant with Yun and Ming. She is visibly upset and irritated about everything that happened that day. Yun notices her mood and asks why Mei makes her feel so uncomfortable. He wonders what is so special about that girl that causes Lin Hua to feel insecure. At that moment, Mei unexpectedly walks into the restaurant. Yun immediately notices her beauty and cannot help staring. Mei approaches Linhua politely and hands her a clothing tag that had fallen earlier, explaining that she will need it if she plans to return the dress she is wearing. After saying this, Mei leaves calmly. Seeing Yun still staring at Mei makes Linhua even more annoyed. Ming tries to encourage Linhua by suggesting that she should challenge Mei in something where Linhua truly excels. Linhua immediately thinks of sports and decides that a volleyball match would be the perfect opportunity. During the game, Linhua performs with incredible skill, while Mei struggles to keep up with the fast pace of the match. During the second round of the game, Linhua hits the ball with so much power that it accidentally flies toward Han and strikes him directly on the head. The impact is strong enough to make him lose consciousness. Everyone panics as Han collapses. Later, Linhua waits anxiously near the infirmary, desperate to check on Han. However, Mei stands in front of the door and refuses to let her enter, blaming Linhua for causing the injury. Determined to see him anyway, Linhua sneaks around the building and eventually slips into the boys' restroom where Han is recovering. Han is surprised to see her there and asks why she came. He even tells her that she should leave, but before she can respond, they hear someone approaching. Both of them quickly hide to avoid being discovered. While hiding, Linhua apologizes sincerely and offers Han some homemade biscuits she prepared for him. When she realizes they are still inside the restroom, she awkwardly asks again if he wants to eat them. Han tells her he will try them later. Just then Mei appears, takes the biscuits, and warns Linhua that Han is allergic to peanuts. Hearing this makes Linhua feel extremely guilty. She apologizes again before leaving. Later in class, Ming asks Linhua whether Han will attend the upcoming Christmas party with her. Linhua is unsure of the answer, but soon she receives a message from Han which instantly lifts her mood. When Christmas night arrives, the party is full of energy and excitement. Linhua's friends are curious about who will accompany her. Outside the venue, she finds Han talking on the phone. He explains that Mei invited him to another event where they are expected to perform a piano duet. Hearing this makes Linhua feel disappointed, but she hides her feelings and tells him he should go. She returns to the party feeling lonely. Unexpectedly, Zoe arrives and becomes her partner for the evening, bringing some joy back into the celebration. They spend the rest of the night enjoying the party with everyone else. After the event ends, Linhua thanks Zoe and begins walking back toward her hostel. Meanwhile, Mei thanks Han for attending her gathering. As they talk, Han helps remove something from her eye. At that exact moment, Linhua happens to see them standing very close together. Misunderstanding the situation, she feels hurt and quietly walks away. Instead of returning to her dormitory, Linhua goes to a nearby restaurant and begins drinking heavily. Zoe eventually finds her and stops her from drinking more before taking her away to rest. Unfortunately, one of Linhua's roommates secretly takes photographs of them together. When Ming learns about the situation, she rushes to Zoe's studio along with Han. Inside, they discover Linhua sleeping drunkenly on the sofa while wearing Zoe's clothes. Seeing this immediately makes Han furious. He confronts Zoe and punches him, warning him to stay away from Linhua. While the two argue, Ming focuses on helping Linhua recover. The following day, Han walks through campus with Mei. She notices a wound on his face and asks about it. Han casually claims he injured himself while shaving. Linhua happens to see them walking together and runs away before they can notice her. Later, Ming questions her about what happened. Linhua sadly shows her a video clip of Han and Mei playing piano together. Ming tries to encourage her, but Linhua feels that she cannot compete with someone like Mei. She eventually leaves to focus on her training. On her way, Zoe attempts to approach her, but she avoids him. Fortunately, her new coach arrives at that moment, giving her an excuse to leave quickly. Elsewhere, Mei speaks with Han about a rare meteor shower that occurs only once in 100 years. She excitedly invites him to watch it with her. At first, Han seems uninterested, but Mei adds that according to legend, any couple who watches the meteor shower together will never be separated. Curious, Han checks the information on her phone and eventually agrees. Around the same time, Yun receives a call from Han. Meanwhile, Ming is working in the studio when Zoe asks her to join him on a weekend photography trip. She refuses, explaining that she still does not trust him, so Zoe decides to go alone. Later, Yun and Ming invite Linhua to dinner. During the meal, Yun enthusiastically mentions the upcoming meteor shower and suggests they watch it together. Linhua wonders why Yun suddenly cares so much about astronomy. Yun explains that he has loved space since childhood. In reality, Han secretly asked Yun to bring Lin Hua so that everyone could watch the event together. When the weekend arrives, Han and Mei travel to a hotel located near the best viewing area for the meteor shower. Mei is delighted that Han will be staying nearby, but he chooses a room on the upper floor instead of beside hers. Soon Yun, Ming, and Lin Hua arrive at the same hotel. Following Han's earlier request, Yun gives Lin Hua the room on the upper floor as well. Han pretends to be surprised when he sees her there and helps carry her luggage. At that moment, Mei calls out to remind Han that he forgot his coat. This irritates Lin Hua and she storms off to her room. Standing on the balcony, Lin Hua angrily complains about Mei and Han, unaware that Han can hear her from outside. When he tries to speak to her, she retreats back inside without listening. Meanwhile, Ming enters her room and is shocked to see Zhou emerging from the bathroom without clothes. He quickly wraps a towel around himself and asks why she is there. Thinking that Zhou followed her intentionally, Ming angrily throws a slipper at him. Unfortunately, it hits him in a very sensitive place. Embarrassed, she apologizes and even offers compensation, begging him not to tell anyone about the incident. Later, everyone gathers outside to prepare a barbecue. Mei constantly stays close to Han and tries to feed him, but Han passes the food to Lin Hua instead and begins cooking for everyone himself. Mei becomes jealous, but Zhou interrupts her attempts to create tension. During the conversation, Ming learns that Mei and Zhou are actually cousins. After eating, they relax by playing games and chatting together. Later, they plan to meet again outside. When Han notices that Lin Hua has gone to buy beer alone, he quickly goes to find her. Meanwhile, Ming and Zhou prepare for a photo shoot nearby. During their conversation, Ming confronts Zhou about his feelings for Lin Hua, hinting that she herself may like him. Zhou is clearly surprised by this revelation. Soon rain begins to fall. Lin Hua stands alone beneath a small shelter trying to avoid getting wet. Han finds her there, gently dries her hair and apologizes for leaving the Christmas party earlier. He promises that if she ever needs him, he will stay by her side. At that moment, Mei arrives and sees them together. The sight makes her feel quietly disappointed. At the same time, Ming accidentally twists her ankle while walking down the hotel stairs. Zhou lifts her into his arms and carries her back to the hotel. Eventually, the rain stops and everyone returns to the open field near the hotel. As they walk, Ming and Zhou notice Han and Lin Hua moving close together while Mei lingers behind, watching them silently. Suddenly, the sky lights up as the meteor shower begins. Bright streaks of light cross the dark sky and everyone stops to admire the beautiful spectacle. Elsewhere, Yun sits alone in the hotel lounge with a drink, wondering where everyone has gone. Later, Lin Hua's roommates excitedly ask her to introduce them to Han and Zhou. After some hesitation, she agrees. Zhou quickly becomes friendly with them while Han only agrees to join after hearing that Zhou will also be there. The group later gathers in a comfortable cafe. Zhou chats cheerfully with Lin Hua's roommates and easily makes them laugh while Han quietly focuses on Lin Hua, giving her small smiles that make her heart beat faster. Outside, one of the roommates named Jia follows Zhou and asks if she can photograph him for her portfolio. Zhou agrees but says she must first ask Lin Hua for permission. During the shoot, Jia asks what kind of girl he likes. When Zhou answers that he likes someone similar to Lin Hua, she misunderstands his meaning and begins flirting with him. When she tries to touch him, Zhou firmly stops her and warns that her behavior is inappropriate. He adds that Lin Hua is far better than anyone else in his eyes. Embarrassed and jealous, Jia leaves. Later, Lin Hua studies in the library with Ming. However, she soon notices that other students are staring at her strangely. Ming checks her phone and discovers a viral post spreading rumors that Lin Hua is transgender. Shocked and confused, Lin Hua suddenly feels surrounded by whispers and curious eyes as the gossip spreads around her. While the rumors about Lin Hua begin spreading around campus, Han unexpectedly overhears a group of students making cruel and disrespectful comments about her. Their words are full of mockery and judgment. Han immediately feels anger rising inside him and steps forward, ready to confront them. However, before the situation can turn into another fight, his friends quickly hold him back and try to calm him down. They know that if Han loses control, things could become much worse. At the same time, Zhou begins to suspect that the sudden online rumors might not be random. He approaches Mei and shows her the post that is circulating on social media. Zhou asks directly whether she had anything to do with spreading the story. Mei reacts calmly and laughs slightly, dismissing the accusation. She confidently tells Zoe that if she ever had a problem with someone, she would deal with it openly rather than hiding behind anonymous posts. Han, however, refuses to ignore the situation. Determined to find the truth, he begins investigating where the post might have been uploaded. His search leads him to a nearby internet cafe. When he asks the employees to show him the security camera recordings, they refuse because of privacy rules. Zoe quickly comes up with a clever idea. Pretending that his phone has been stolen inside the cafe, he convinces the staff that they must check the security footage to help find the thief. Through this small deception, they finally gain access to the recordings. After carefully reviewing the footage, Han and Zoe discover something shocking. The person responsible for posting the rumor is actually Lin, one of Lin Hua's own roommates. The discovery leaves them both stunned, but it also gives them the direction they need to expose the truth. Meanwhile, Lin Hua is trying her best to ignore the cruel comments spreading online. Everywhere she goes, she finds edited photographs and insulting drawings targeting her appearance. Determined not to let the harassment break her spirit, she removes the images whenever she sees them. When the pressure becomes overwhelming, she climbs up to the rooftop of a nearby building where someone has drawn offensive messages about her. With firm determination, Lin Hua begins erasing the drawings and tearing down the posters one by one. She declares loudly that having short hair does not make her less of a girl and that she refuses to feel ashamed of who she is. From a distance, Han quietly watches her actions. Seeing her courage and strength fills him with admiration. Later, Han and Zoe decide to follow Lin in hopes of gathering stronger evidence. They track her movements through a shopping mall and eventually to a restaurant. At one point, Lin briefly leaves her phone unattended on the table. Han and Zoe attempt to access it, but the opportunity disappears too quickly. Although they fail to retrieve full proof, they manage to obtain a small clue that will help them later. Not long afterward, Lin Hua is eating at a restaurant when Han arrives and sits beside her. During their conversation, he clears up a misunderstanding about a purchase receipt that had been discovered earlier. The receipt belonged to Zoe rather than Han, removing any suspicion Lin Hua might have had. While they talk, Zoe sends Han a message confirming that the suspicious social media account truly belongs to Lin. Even though the evidence is not yet complete, Han begins forming a plan to expose her. Zoe distracts Lin with his charm and friendly conversation while Han secretly uses a verification code to enter her account. After gaining access, Han announces that he will start a live broadcast. Curious students including Yun, Ming, and many others quickly join to watch the stream. During the broadcast, Han calmly reveals the truth. He presents the security footage from the internet cafe and explains step by step how the rumors were created. At first, Lin tries to avoid responsibility. She claims that many people already believe the story and that public opinion supports her actions. At that moment, Lin Hua arrives and confronts her directly. She demands that Lin tell the truth in front of everyone. Suddenly, Mei steps forward as well. In a moment of anger, she slaps Lin and produces convincing evidence proving that Lin was the one who spread the rumors. Mei admits that she had suspected Lin earlier and prepared documents simply to pressure her into confessing. With no way left to escape the truth, Lin finally admits everything. She confesses that she felt jealous of Lin Hua because of the attention Lin Hua received from both Han and Zoe. Her jealousy slowly turned into resentment, which eventually pushed her to spread the humiliating rumor online. Although deeply hurt, Lin Hua responds calmly. She explains that she once believed Lin was a genuine friend, which makes the betrayal especially painful. Lin Hua also speaks honestly about her own struggles. Growing up as a tomboy made her insecure about herself, and she often worried that others would not accept her as she was. With the help of true friends like Ming, she gradually learned to accept her identity and stop trying to change herself for other people. She points out that instead of blaming others for personal frustrations, people should learn to face their own weaknesses and grow from them. Her honest words leave a powerful impression on everyone watching. After the confrontation ends, Lin Hua sincerely thanks everyone who supported her. Mei apologizes as well, explaining that she suspected Lin but had not fully investigated before confronting her. Her intention had only been to pressure Lin into revealing the truth. From that moment forward, Mei begins treating Lin Hua with much more kindness and respect. The following day, Lin Hua files an official complaint against Lin and the college administration takes strict disciplinary action. Lin is suspended for her behavior. Meanwhile, Han spends time playing the piano and begins teaching Lin Hua some basic lessons. As they practice together, Lin Hua remembers her high school years. During that time, many people had mistaken her for a boy because of her appearance, which led to constant teasing. With Ming's encouragement, she worked hard to embrace her identity and gain confidence. Back in the present, Han reassures Lin Hua that genuine affection has nothing to do with appearance or physical strength. What truly matters is a person's character. To comfort her, he gently gives her a side hug and reminds her that everything will be fine. Soon news spreads across the college that Lin has officially been suspended. When Lin returns to the dormitory to collect her belongings, her roommates apologize for not defending Lin Hua earlier. Lin Hua forgives them sincerely. Later, while walking near a lake, Lin Hua encounters Lin again. During the awkward moment, Lin Hua's scarf accidentally falls into the water. Zhou immediately jumps into the lake to retrieve it. He assumes the scarf must be special to her, perhaps a gift from Han. After he returns it, Lin Hua thanks him sincerely and Zhou apologizes for any trouble he may have caused before. Meanwhile, Han visits Mei to apologize for doubting her earlier. Mei accepts his apology but chooses to postpone any deeper discussion. Not long afterward, Zhou's health suddenly worsens because of the cold water from the lake incident. He nervously takes his medicine but eventually collapses from exhaustion. Ming had unknowingly left a resignation letter at the studio earlier and is not present at that moment. When Lin Hua hears what happened, she rushes to help Zhou. She stays beside him, cooks food, and cares for him until he finally wakes up. As he regains consciousness, Zhou tries to confess his feelings to her, which surprises Lin Hua. Around the same time, Han is eating lunch when he suddenly breaks his chopsticks while thinking about Lin Hua. Feeling worried, he calls her and suggests that they study together at the library. Zhou follows them there and apologizes, promising to behave better from now on. While studying in the library, Lin Hua watches as Han and Zhou playfully argue about who should help her with her homework. Later that evening, both of them walk her back to her dormitory. Before leaving, Zhou warns Han that he will continue pursuing Lin Hua and that Han should not interfere. Soon Lin Hua realizes she forgot to reserve a train ticket for the upcoming holiday trip home. She, Ming, and Yun hurry to the station to book seats, but only the slowest train still has tickets available. By coincidence, Han also misses his train and ends up traveling with them, which secretly makes Lin Hua very happy. During the train ride, Yun and Ming sit together while Han and Lin Hua share the same seat. As night falls, the carriage becomes noisy. At one point, a tired passenger accidentally rests his head on Lin Hua's shoulder. Seeing this, Han switches positions so both Lin Hua and the stranger can lean against him instead, allowing them to rest comfortably. Later, Lin Hua walks toward the train door to escape the noise. Han follows her. Suddenly, the train jerks slightly, causing Han to stumble forward and catch her coat button. At that moment, Yun and Ming arrive and the four friends begin playing a card game together. They create a playful rule where the loser must stick tape on their face, laughing together while watching the sunrise through the train window. During the holiday, Lin Hua spends most of her time relaxing at home and enjoying her father's cooking. Her father pampers her with food and comfort but eventually begins asking her to help with errands. While shopping one day, Lin Hua assists a beautiful woman carrying heavy groceries. She politely refuses the woman's invitation for lunch and continues with her errands. Later, Ming suggests that Lin Hua should use the holiday to get closer to Han's family. The next day, Lin Hua meets the same woman again and soon discovers that she is actually Han's mother. Both Lin Hua and Han are shocked when they unexpectedly see each other there. Han's mother warmly invites Lin Hua inside and encourages them to spend time together while she prepares lunch. At first, the atmosphere becomes awkward as a romantic scene plays loudly on the television. Han quickly turns off the TV and offers Lin Hua some fruit to ease the tension. Suddenly, the pressure cooker in the kitchen malfunctions, sending a piece of meat flying and hitting Lin Hua on the head. Han's mother quickly helps her by applying ice and warning her to be careful so no scar forms. Han gently reassures Lin Hua that everything will be fine. As Lin Hua leaves the house later, they discover that their homes are actually very close to each other. This realization begins a new sense of comfort and closeness between them. When Lin Hua returns home, her father notices the bump on her head and immediately assumes she has been fighting again. He warns her that if she keeps behaving like a fighter, no boy will ever like her. Embarrassed, Lin Hua blurts out that she already likes someone. Her father asks who it is, but Lin Hua quickly runs away, too flustered to answer. The following morning, Lin Hua dreams about Han, but her father interrupts the dream by waking her up. Later she talks with Ming, who suggests watching fireworks together and inviting Han as well. Linhua refuses the idea, but Ming secretly invites him anyway. That night Linhua arrives at the fireworks display. Han is already there holding a bouquet of flowers. Nearby Yun and Ming hide while watching the two of them. While joking and playing around, a spark from the fireworks suddenly lands near Linhua's coat. Han quickly removes the coat to protect her from getting burned. Yun and Ming then reveal themselves, laughing at how long they had been hiding. Under the bright fireworks, the four friends make wishes together for the new year. In the middle of the celebration, Han quietly leans toward Linhua, wishes her a happy new year and gently kisses her on the cheek, leaving her smiling in surprise.